this is what he said to them. He said, just in case you missed it, the carrier Easter egg was completed. Linked them a video with it being completed. Yada yada yada. They answered back very, very briefly. Was it?
What's this, you fucking piece of shit?
Hello everybody, KFodder43 here. I've got something special and grand for you fine folk who clicked on this video. Something unique. You know, a major problem I have with the modern YouTube landscape is there's so much content. It's overwhelming to a point. There's so many wannabe YouTubers making shitty repetitive YouTube analysis after one another, each video getting not even 10k views, you know, and this is nowhere worse than in the COD Zombies community. Just video after video of, you know, the best and worst wonder weapons, the location of box spawns, lore recaps, and just constant and a lot of clickbait too, don't forget about that, and just extreme niche content only the most dedicated people would truly care about. I've seen the same things repeated constantly, but this video right here, the one you're watching now, I have something that exists nowhere else on the internet. Something you can only get from watching this specific video. At least until, you know, every motherfucker copies me after I sound the alarm on this. I don't have just a mystery, but possibly an entire unsolved Easter egg. This is something I've known about for 10 years now, lingering in the back of my mind as a piece of knowledge only I've seemingly known about. I've researched into it, I've told friends and colleagues, I've brought it up at every single Thanksgiving dinner, and now they don't invite me, but I've still been at a dead end. So in my desperation, I'm finally making this video to raise some awareness for this goddamn mystery. You know, in a community of autistic memorization of niche quirks and knowledge, I've sat on a gold mine of a discovery even the most try-hard of experts are unaware of. Mr. Raffle Waffles doesn't know about it. This fuck that makes 2 clickbait videos a week doesn't know about it. It's not in HELLLLOOOOOO's goddamn every unsolved Easter egg video. And I literally told him about it too, and he's all like, I'll put it in the next one. And he didn't! I've been wanting to make this video for literal years now, but today I finally decided to sit down and record this script and share with you, the world, this unsolved Easter egg that only I've known about. Anyway, you know, let me stop rambling and just show you what it is exactly I'm talking about. On the 3rd DLC map for Advanced Warfare's Exo Zombies carrier, if you grab a sniper rifle from the mystery box and take it to this part of the map overlooking the horizon, if you aim your sniper out into the water, a little right of the oil rig, you can see a floating bottle. Now I want to note here, originally I thought it was a zombie and referred to it as that for years, and I'll explain why later, but it's really a bottle.
Oh no! A bottle! Put that down!
And when you shoot it, it falls down into the water below. That's it. You must be saying to yourself, KF, this has nothing to do with anything. This is just a random prop. No, game design is intentional in every regard. For a bottle to exist somewhere in the map with code attached that makes it fall upon being shot, that is most certainly intentional. What's odd about this though is Exo Zombies didn't really have side Easter eggs at all. I mean, there's music Easter eggs, you know, the classic, oh, click these random 3 things and a song will play. The first map, Outbreak, also has an alternative ending if you do the main quest a little differently. And I think Descent has some type of hard mode as well, if you do all the Easter eggs in every map. But I never really got into Descent. I didn't play it as a kid, but I did play Carrier! And I remember when they were hunting this Easter egg live. People knew about it, so it must have come as a shock when the main quest was finally solved and this had nothing to do with it. People were confused. People like Noah J456. Watch this.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoJ456, and today I'm going to be discussing something very, very interesting in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, the most recent DLC. As you know, we solved the carrier Easter egg. It was a whole bunch of work, it was a whole bunch of time, and you guys probably saw all my update videos, and thank you for the awesome, awesome support on those. You guys are absolutely amazing as always, and a big shout out to you guys for tuning in and following along with my progress and the rest of the community and everything like that. A lot of fun, and it's always well worth it to stay up for long amounts of time and do those Easter eggs. But today, we're going to be talking about the horrifying yet amazing possibility, horrifying because it means another like 20 hour day, 36 hour day that I have to do if we do manage to find the next step to this. But we're going to be talking about a possible, very, very possible second part of the Easter egg, or second hidden Easter egg in the game aside from the main one. Maybe a different ending, maybe a different cutscene unlock, something like that, that is still possibly in the game. And why I'm saying this, why are you saying this, Noah? I know there was like some sort of weird step found that wasn't even like used at all yesterday, but I believe this to be the first step of the Easter egg, and let me go ahead and show you guys why I believe it to be a part of another Easter egg here. So basically, if you take out a sniper rifle, it can only be done with a sniper rifle, and look out at one of the carrier rigs. This spawns at the start of every single game, and it looks to be some sort of floating person, floating zombie, something floating in the air or at the top of a wave or something like that, that will actually disappear. It looks like it goes down underwater whenever you shoot it. And as you can see right here, that is exactly what it does. I shoot it, it looks like it goes underwater, it completely disappears from view. Now, let me go ahead and say this for anyone who's saying like, oh, this doesn't mean anything, it doesn't do anything. The amount of coding, it's not, okay, taken, it's given, it's not a lot of coding that goes into it, but the amount of coding that it takes for something to disappear once shot, something just randomly out in the middle of the ocean or something like that, the amount of coding it takes to disappear something or move it underwater whenever it's shot is way, way too much for this to have been an accident. I think if this exists in the game, it exists here for a reason, whether it be just kind of like a tiny little, oh cool, let me shoot down the floating zombie or something like that. Whether it just be something like that, or whether it be, hey, this was part of the Easter egg once, or it's still part of the Easter egg, but let's go ahead and move it out to the ocean. That it has significance. That just doesn't happen by accident. They delete things that aren't needed, and there's a reason that there isn't random floating zombies in the middle of the ocean on every single ocean map we've ever played.
This relic of a video showcases the temporary attention this had. Noah J456 himself called it a floating zombie.
Floating person, floating zombie.
So that's why I remembered it as a zombie. But everyone who's called me an idiot for saying that's a bottle for years, that's why I made that mistake. I admit it's a bottle. Noah J456, he's a fucking idiot. Anyway, Exo Zombies itself had a lot of issues. I personally love it, can't get enough. But even I'll admit this mode can be fucking bullshit at times. The electric zombies, the escort missions, this guy looking like the dude from the GTA game. And Exo Zombies overall sits forgotten amongst the community, especially getting swept away by Black Ops 3, which came out after. So naturally, this weird little thing got forgotten. However, I've stood alone, being the sole remembrance of this strange little mystery, and this video, as well as a couple, weird live streams I found from this Peruvian guy where he's searching for it too. I know about it, Noah J456 knows about it, and this guy somewhere in Peru, he knows about it. We are the only now 3 single existing documentations of this on the internet. I can't find anything else. Turns out I was wrong. While I was making this video, I found another person who knew about it. His name is Goody. He made a video 10, 11 years ago about this floating bottle. And I think he still uploads to this day, which, a lot of these accounts, people don't have them anymore. So I commented on his video. Well, actually, no, what happened was he had his Instagram linked into his YouTube description or whatever, and I hit him up, and he responded. So I asked him what he thought it was, and if I could, bring him up in the video, and he says that he thinks it's just a misplaced acid or whatever. I think he's a fucking dumbass, but it was cool to, talk to this one random person. So me, him, the Puerto Rican guy, I'm gonna be honest, I think I was wrong. Going back listening to the video, I think he's just a white kid.
It is live? Yep. Xbox on Snap. Is it still live? Let's see. Let's make sure. Alright, now let me try to view it on my phone.
Wham! Kazap! First try.
I got it.
We apparently seem to be and my friend Carter, because I keep telling him about it. We seem to be the only people on the planet who remember this. Or knew about it. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. If I had to speculate on what could be a possible second step to this, Carrier's Easter egg is very notably strange, with a lot of things not explained. There's an island you teleport to later in the Easter egg. Maybe you need to shoot this bottle first, teleport there, maybe something else appears out there. There's also other areas I found that you can look out with the sniper rifle. Maybe something appears out there, but I wasn't able to find anything. I tried shooting the seagulls a few times. That did obviously nothing. There was this one time I got the sniper rifle out of the box on like round 3, so I was really lucky with that. But that made me realize, what if I shot it without the exosuit? So I bought the teleporter grenades and I used them to get over the ledge back into the hallway that goes to the gun deck, and I shot it without an exosuit, and nothing noticeably different happened, but I didn't really look around that much, so maybe something appeared on the map, but that's just something else I wanted to add. Hello everybody, I have to cut in here for a second. I'm recording this way after I recorded everything else, and I'm in my car, so this might sound a little different, but I found something. And I have to share it with you now. So basically what happened is I didn't have a screenshot for the thumbnail, so I went in, I got a sniper, I went to go get a thumbnail screenshot, and I wanted to test something. A carrier is unique because it has 2 spawns. It's like Verrucht, where the 4 players that join, they're split into groups of 2 in 2 different spawns. It's the only other map that does that, I believe. But there's a window connecting the 2 spawns. You can only see the bottle from the gun deck, and I wanted to see if you could see the bottle from anywhere else, or if you could see it through that window in the other room. So I saved a zombie and I went into the other room and I looked through the window to see if you could see the bottle, and you can, which is weird because that kind of proves that you need a sniper rifle to see this fucking bottle out there. If you can see it from there with a sniper and you can't see it from the other room without a sniper, that means you need a sniper. So that is another level of code that whatever this is has, which makes me believe this is all the more intentional and not just a misplaced prop or something. But another thing I found is that it weirdly, I wanted to see if it pops in at a certain distance, if you needed to be a certain amount of distance away from it for it to appear and show up. And it does. About maybe 2 meters from the window, it pops in, and if you're farther back from that, you can't see it. So that means that this also has a part of its code where you need to be at a certain distance or in a certain area for you to see it. If you guys don't know, the way games work is that I think it's called culling. Basically, if you can't see something, there's no point in a game engine loading it in, because that takes more resources and more performance away from the experience. So things that you can't see, they won't appear in. I have this clip, for example. I'm out of bounds. There's an out of bounds glitch in the moon pool where if you jump on this thing and then throw a teleport grenade, you can get on here. I haven't explored much of this, but I don't know if you can get to other cool places because there's death barriers everywhere, and I'm not trying to get to round 11 every single fucking time just to see where this leads and die over and over again. But as you can see in the footage, certain things are appearing in and out because the game doesn't know if you can see it or not, or thinks you can. So things you can't see, they won't appear loaded in. So that means that this bottle intentionally as well has a piece of its code that makes it so you need to be within a certain area for it to appear. It could just be the render distance, but I don't think it's that. And anyway, I wanted to bring this up because this is something I found on my own. Yay! I found this on my own. Yay! But I have one more thing to show you before we close out for today. I saved the final best thing about this for last. So let's check this out right now. Watch this.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
So, Prestigious Key tweeted it to Raven Software, and Raven Software helps out with the Zombies DLC. They help out with the Advanced Warfare DLC, and they are part of the dev team that actually like creates these Easter eggs. I talked with some of them whenever I went to the early capture event, and obviously they don't disclose anything about Easter eggs to me. But this is what he said to them. He said, just in case you missed it, the carrier Easter egg was completed. I linked them a video with it being completed. Yada yada yada. They answered back very, very briefly. Was it? With a smiley face. Very suggestive, very hinting, but just simply was it.
This right here is proof that this goddamn bottle has to be something. This single tweet alone has maybe been the single definitive thing keeping this mystery alive in my heart for all these years. This is a genuine allusion to more on this map from the developer and the studio themselves. Now this tweet is interesting though. Developers do this all the time where they allude to more in order to milk hype and engagement. Transit did this with Bus Route B, and Jason Blundell did this all the time too. People don't talk about that, except that in his case, he actually hid shit sometimes. Now I went looking for this tweet to see if it was still up on Twitter, but I scrolled all the way down and Raven Software's tweets stopped around somewhere in 2020 in Cold War's life cycle. So maybe one of you fine folk watching this video wants to use the Wayback Machine or other ways to see if you can find this tweet officially. But for right now, this screenshot from NoahJ456's video is the only proof this screenshot exists. You know, while I was incredibly bored as well, I'm recording this post, so the audio might be a little differently, like the other couple edits I've made. I was scrolling through NoahJ456's video through the comments to see if anyone had any thoughts on this or if anyone, you know, tried to alert him about a discovery they made. And there was a couple pretty obvious fake ones, but this guy right here, he says that apparently a trident appeared, or I think it was a trident. I don't know if I'm remembering it wrong. You'll see the comment on screen now. I'm recording this in my car, so I don't have the comment in front of me. But so you'll know if I'm right or wrong. But he said that something appeared in the armory apparently after you shoot it. And this other guy was talking about, I think, like a coffee maker or something. So these are a couple leads. Who knows? But other than that, I mean, I really have no idea. I'm not an Easter egg hunter, you know. I mean, but this is something I've known about. So I had to share it with you all, and I hope something comes of it. If it's really a misplaced prop, I'm gonna be sad because I've been obsessing about this for like 10 years at this point. So I hope to God that it's. Hey, you know, another thing too is part of the outro here. I'm recording this after I edited everything and recorded everything. This is like me finishing the video, and then I found this. I found someone else that covered it. And, you know, the video was already done. I couldn't really fit it in anywhere, but I wanted to add to this too. This guy called The City of Z. He covered it as well 10 years ago. And I wanted to mention that because arguably out of all the videos on this is the best one. So I'm sorry I didn't know about that before I started making this video. Or, you know, I would have done a bit with it, but it's a pretty good video. You know, he hasn't posted though, I think in like 5 years, so I don't think he's around anymore. I got this COD Zombies Discord server for people who want to find old people to play old OG maps with, and you can do Easter eggs and stuff, and it's a grand old time. If you want to play some classic zombies Join this server. It's great. We got a thriving community. You'll love it. I want to say thank you to Carter as well for being the sole person I've told about my quest here, looking into this. I feel like I've annoyed him with how much I've mentioned it over and over again. So, thank you. So that's where I leave you guys. An Exo Zombies mystery that I no longer have to be the sole person aware of, because sure as shit, I'm not going to be the one to hunt for this. I am bored and lazy. So I'm offloading this all onto you guys, because, I'm not going to do it. I'm too busy watching Has Been Hotel. I love it. Great show. Anyway, there is another Exo Zombies mystery that a friend showed me recently. That's quite interesting, but that's going to be a separate video. For now, though, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you all have a great, wonderful, splendid, extravagant, and other such adjectives. Have a great goddamn day. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Bye. I'm going to go now. Bye.